Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about accountability. Keeping yourself accountable for your weight loss journey. And there's so many aspects of that that I've kind of already went over, that I'm just going to really reiterate. One thing too is one really big thing that a lot of people may not stress for your journey, that I've talked about before, is having that food log. Logging every single aspect of what you're eating, the calories going in, the proteins. And that's the thing, I don't want you just writing down just calories. If you know how much protein you're consuming, you can kind of gauge and see how much protein you need to really sustain your body, so you're not overdoing it, you're not underdoing it. But by tracking, and when I say track, I mean track everything. That Hostess cupcake that was not part of your diet plan, add that in there. Now you've stepped away from your diet, hold yourself accountable. Add an extra 10, 20, 30 minutes to your cardio. Holding yourself accountable, especially when it comes to like extra food, can be something really easily solved by adding double, triple the exercise. Yesterday, went to a party, drank a lot of beer, had a lot of desserts, So I'm still gonna do my 2 hours on the bike, but I'm gonna make sure later on in the day I'm gonna implement something, whether it's weights, whether it's just going for a walk, adding little things in to counteract your missteps is a big help, because I'm always gonna say, not eating certain foods and completely cutting them out of your life wholeheartedly, it's not sustainable. Obviously you can't eat whatever you want every day, but if you have an affinity for brownies, I don't see having a problem. I don't see a problem having a brownie once a week, as long as you understand, you track it, you know what's going in your body. Another aspect is just working out itself. I stress not skipping days that you have assigned for yourself. And if you're going to skip that Tuesday because of whatever reason, whether it's something in your life, an external force that you can't control, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to look at your schedule and say, oh man, I skipped this day, so now this Saturday that I usually don't work out, I'm going to add that into my workout. Do the same routine that you always do. And by doing those things, by not allowing yourself to cheat without repercussions, without allowing yourself to stop and skip a day without following up on that day. I'm going to keep preaching how much of a mindset game this is. If your mind is not in the right place, it's going to be hard for you to stay consistent on your journey. And an easy way that I find for that is just not letting yourself just do whatever you want for your journey. Make your plan. It's so important to have your routine set up. We're creatures of habit. So by having not just a diet plan set of, hey, how much you want to eat, when you want to eat, that is so important. But if you've seen my scheduling video, having your routine set, knowing, hey, I'm gonna work out on these days, on this time, it's very important. And then having that and holding yourself to it, there's accountability, and there's holding yourself to a certain standard. And what's the standard? You set the standard. This is your weight loss journey. No one else can set the standard. You can pick a diet plan online. You can pick food outs online. Get a fucking cookbook. Get an exercise routine from somebody that made it for you, tailor-made. You can do all of those things. But if you're not implementing that, if you're not actually doing the plan that person made for you, then your weight loss journey is not going to work like that. And even if you start to follow someone else's guide, even if you're following my guide and doing the bike and doing weights, you're gonna find what works for you. You're gonna find out that certain amounts, certain aspects of a workout, certain times, certain foods, you know, I preach a lot of protein, like red meats. Maybe you like white meat. Maybe you like more chicken. You know, those are things you might like more. You know, I don't think there's any bad meats. You know, I certainly do think that there are certain bad foods that you should try and avoid for the most part. Have it once, twice a week. Less than that if you can. But when it comes to meat and protein sources, I feel like I've had red meat every day. If you eat lean cuts, you're not gonna get no heart disease. That's processed meats that'll give you that shit. But that's a whole nother video I already made. But this video is just, I want you to understand that when you're on your journey, no one else is gonna say, hey, you didn't do this. You didn't work out this day. No one's gonna do that. So that has to be you. You have to be the hard ass in charge of yourself. You know, if you don't make it hard for you, the idea is making the routine is supposed to be easy. The idea of having the routine, that's the easy part. But actually following through and not giving up, that's the hard part. And let me tell you, nothing you want in life is gonna come easy. If you want it and it comes easy, is it worth it? I don't know. But I know that this weight loss journey, it's gonna be very hard for a lot of people. And these videos that I'm making, they're really here just to lay the groundwork and say, hey, it's not hard. It's not hard because you set yourself up for success, you know? And I'm not saying if you follow every one of my videos to the T, you're guaranteed to lose weight. But if you stay in a calorie deficit, I mean, that's you know, simple science. Calorie deficit, calories in versus calories out, you will lose the weight. The mantra of these videos is really just to set you up for something long-term. To say, can I maintain this calorie deficit for a long period of time? Because let me tell you, I don't want to be on the bike 6 days a week. I have an end target goal that when I reach that, I'm not going to stop doing the bike. I want to do the bike for the rest of my life. But I would love to do 4 to 5 days a week where you're just maintaining a certain body weight. You know, if I could, I'd love to reach like 165 to 180. If I got there, I would only bike 4 to 5 days a week. Maybe add a little bit more weights for toning. But right now, my main goal is just more fat loss. I want to lose another 50 pounds if I can. So for now, I'm going to keep doing my 6 days a week. But I didn't start here. I started doing 5 days a week, 20 minutes on the bike. You know, and now I'm doing 6 days a week, 2 hours. If someone that was 367 pounds, morbidly obese their entire life, can get here, doing this much cardio, weighing 216 pounds, then I feel like anyone can do it. But it's just gonna come down to you putting your mind to it, holding yourself accountable, and really just wanting it for yourself. I said it 1,000 times in these videos, and I'm gonna end this video with that. Nothing in your life is gonna come to you without you wanting it, pushing for it, succeeding it. So, I hope you understand, and I hope this kind of helps somebody, and hope you start your weight loss journey and stay positive.